report, the stock market went down 350 points. There are real-world repercussions when they lie or mislead. And let me just say, and this is why I kind of like the Michael Wolff book. It's a perfect example. It's nothing new. It is what newspapers and so-called journalists have been doing at the New York Times, the Washington Post, when he, on page 10 of his prologue in this book, says, some of this is not really true, but I'm going to let the reader decide and determine what it is that they like or is true.
Yeah, by the way, what a standard that is.
Well, see, that's my point. That's exactly what the American media has been doing. Now, at least Wolff is admitting it. This is what the president has been dealing with for a year and a half. And it is to his we have to give him all the credit. Finally, we are now seeing it's not just about a difference in opinions or which road leads to Rome. It's about real misleading of Americans to where we now don't even trust who we should be able to trust, get information that we can believe in. The CDC is having a meeting and a briefing on how Americans can survive nuclear war. I would like to see the media cover that. But at this point, if the standard is we're going to not even really know what the truth is, but if it confirms our bias, we're going to put it out there and let you decide if you like it or not. That's what it's been devolved into. Yeah, and the president is the one we can right now, the president's the one we can trust at this stage.
Dan, I look at, for example, I showed last night Ronald Reagan, Evil Empire. The media thought he was going to start a nuclear war. George W. Bush, Axis of Evil. They thought he was going to start, Armageddon. If you don't try and bribe murdering dictators and appease them with billions of tax dollars like Clinton and Obama, anything you say that might sound a little tough to a two-bit rocket man dictator, offends them. Not the guy that's threatening to hit the button that's on his desk. It's the president they're offended at, saying, you better not do it. We'll hit you back much harder.
Yeah, who really gives a hoot what they think anymore, Sean? The foreign policy intelligentsia on the North Korean issue, the Palestinian issue, and the Russian issue have been telling us for years what to do. Diplomacy, buy them off, money. These various solutions they put out there in their 35-page white papers. And you know what? They were wrong on pretty much every piece of it. That no one even saw the Iranian protests coming. I have zero problem whatsoever with Trump using Twitter to kick this guy in the teeth, the short, fat guy over in North Korea. Maybe finally he's waking up to the fact that our foreign policy may be unpredictable. Maybe it's the predictability that, in fact, has been hurting us for decades now.
Congressman?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look at what's going on domestically. Today, the New York Times, one of the headlines was 25,000 points, on the stock market, but when's the party going to be over? They can't even give him credit when something really good like the economy is going so well.
And if I could just add, the president has inherited such a disaster. It is remarkable what he's been able to accomplish despite the media trying to create this alternate reality and the establishment pushing it through. His wherewithal, the ability to see through that and to then defend this nation in this process is remarkable. And for everyone who voted for him, and as we move through this year, every single day, including this Wolff book and what the media is doing, reminds us about why we voted for Donald Trump and why he's the right one for this office right now.
All right, good to see you all. Happy New Year. When we come back on the special edition of Hannity, some of the president's most epic takedowns of the fake news media, and you get to weigh in on the fake news media. We'll tell you how. Straight ahead.
If I had anything to say, I just wouldn't deal with them at all. I wouldn't talk to them. Wouldn't trade with them. They're on the other side of the world. Well, why are we even beefing with them? I understand we're backing Israel. I'm a Christian myself. And in the end times, Israel's basically going to be a nation again. The Jews, the Christians are already living in harmony. Once the Muslims live in harmony with us, that's it. Followed by Israel, becoming a nation.